What if every act of kindness you've ever witnessed was actually a calculated move designed to benefit the person doing it? Let's get straight to the point. Number 1. The illusion of altruism. Humans are not naturally selfless. Every psychological study on generosity, from Harvard to Oxford, points to the same conclusion: we give because it feels good to us. That warm feeling after donating to charity? Neuroscientists call it the helper's high. It's a dopamine hit. Your brain is rewarding itself. This is called reciprocal altruism, first identified by evolutionary biologist Robert Trivers in 1971. We help others because somewhere deep in our wiring, we expect a return. But here's where it gets darker. Studies show that when people are told their generosity will never be known, when it's completely anonymous, charitable giving drops by up to 53%. The audience was always the mirror. Number 2. The tribal mind. Humans evolved in tribes of 50 to 150 people. That is the Dunbar number, the cognitive limit for meaningful social relationships. Everything outside your tribe, your brain processes it as a threat. This isn't a flaw, this is a feature. It kept our ancestors alive. But in the modern world, this tribal instinct has metastasized. It's the engine behind racism, political polarization, and online mob behavior. Here's the twist. The people most convinced they are free from tribal bias are statistically the most vulnerable to it. Self-awareness creates a blind spot. It's called the bias blind spot, documented in over 600 peer-reviewed studies. You believe you are the exception. That is precisely the trap. Number 3. The obedience paradox. In 1961, Stanley Milgram ran the most disturbing experiment in psychology history. Ordinary people, teachers, clerks, neighbors, were instructed to administer what they believed were 450-volt electric shocks to strangers. 65% complied, fully, without physical coercion, just because a man in a white coat told them to. They didn't become monsters. They were always capable of this. So are you. The conclusion wasn't that humans are evil. It's far more unsettling. Humans will suppress their own moral compass the moment an authority structure gives them permission. This is why genocides don't require monsters. They only require systems and ordinary people willing to follow instructions. Number 4. The darkness in your daily life. Think about the last time someone wronged you. You replayed it, you refined it, you sharpened it into the perfect story where you were completely right. This is called narrative bias. Your mind is a courtroom, and you are always the judge, always the victim, never the villain. Every fight with a partner, every conflict at work, every grudge held for years, it is filtered through the same corrupted lens, a lens designed not to show truth, but to protect ego. Psychologist Jonathan Haidt puts it plainly. The human mind is a story processor, not a logic processor. You do not think your way to conclusions. You feel your way there, then construct logic as a cover. Every opinion you are certain of right now, every deeply held belief, may be nothing more than a post hoc justification for what you already wanted to believe. Number 5. The shadow self. Carl Jung called it the shadow, the part of human nature we exile into the unconscious because we cannot bear to claim it as our own. What you despise most in others is often what you refuse to see in yourself. Your contempt for arrogance, your rage at dishonesty, your disgust at weakness. These are projections, a mirror, not a window. Jung warned, the most dangerous person is the one who has never confronted their own darkness, because that darkness doesn't disappear, it finds an exit. It exits as cruelty dressed as justice, as control disguised as love, as silence wielded as punishment. Here is the paradox that no one tells you. The capacity for evil and the capacity for greatness share the exact same neural architecture. courage and cruelty, love and obsession, vision and fanaticism. You cannot surgically remove the dark without amputating the light. The same intensity that makes a person a devoted parent could, under different conditions, in a different century, in a different system, have made them a willing participant in atrocity. This is not a comfortable thought. It is the most important thought you will ever sit with. The ancient Greeks had a word, gnothi seaton, know thyself. They inscribed it above the entrance to the temple at Delphi, not as wisdom, but as a warning. Because the deeper you look into human nature, the more you discover something that cannot be unseen. Every act of kindness you've ever witnessed was a calculated move designed to benefit the person doing it. And so was this one.